Russell Crowe holds nothing back when he absolutely destroys Gladiator 2 and also the state of Hollywood in this absolutely brutal, epic video that we're going to be checking out here today. It shows that he has really had enough of a lot of the moral problems that Hollywood has and a lot of the absolutely disgusting things that Hollywood continues to do. So we're going to go ahead and check this out and see what it says here today, because Hollywood is very shocked today after what he said. There's been tons of articles about this, with everyone just clutching their pearls over what Russell Crowe says here today. And well, this isn't the first time that he also said something about Gladiator 2. He said something about it last year too, where he gave some kinder words for Gladiator 2 last year before he gets into what we're going to talk about today and the video that we're going to check out, because of course I'm dead and I have no say in what gets done. A couple of things that I've heard, I'm like, no, that's not in the moral journey of that particular character. Obviously talking about Maximus, but you know I can't say anything that's not my place. I'm 6 feet under, so we'll see what that is like. There's definitely a tinge, and this is just being purely honest, a tinge of melancholy, a tinge of jealousy, because I remember when I had tendons. And so I always appreciate Russell Crowe and what he has to say, because he is very honest. He is brutally honest, in fact, more honest and more just authentic than most of the people in Hollywood. But this is what he had to say in this video about Gladiator 2.
I think the recent sequel that, we don't have to name out loud is a really unfortunate example of even the people in that engine room not actually understanding what made the first one special. It wasn't the pomp, it wasn't the circumstance, it wasn't the action, it was the moral core. And the thing is, there was a daily fight on that set. It was a daily fight to keep that moral core of the character. The amount of times they suggested sex scenes and stuff like that for Maximus is like, you're taking away his power. But what do you do?
So I just want to talk about that real quick. It's very obvious that Russell Crowe understands what clicks with audiences more than pretty much anybody in Hollywood does today. He understands why people appreciate characters like Maximus and appreciate films like Gladiator, which they have completely thrown all of what made the original film special out the window. And so he obviously understands. He was frustrated about Hollywood in the same way that many of us are frustrated about Hollywood.
Power. But what are you talking about? So you're saying at the same time he had this relationship with his wife, he was fucking this other girl? What are you talking about? It's just crazy. The women in Europe, when that movie started coming out, I would be at restaurants and they'd come and talk to me, go, what's going on? It's like, hey, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Talking about Gladiator 2 there, when that came out last year, I think it was last year, I don't remember, because the movie was very forgettable, absolutely terrible. And I'm not the only one that thinks that, because, well, the movie did not do very well in the box office. Let's not forget that. It actually was technically a flop in the box office, which is just absolutely insane. Audiences over on Criticalist also gave it a 44% decent, which is just an absolutely terrible score for what should be a good sequel to Gladiator. But of course, let's be honest, it never really needed a sequel in the first place. And look, I really appreciate what Russell Crowe says in that video, and the state of Hollywood in general, and them just completely missing the ball on what audiences want and all of that. But I think that we all know what the big problem is with Gladiator 2 and why that movie sucked so much. And well, it's probably because of a certain individual that happened to be that movie that is just absolutely one of the worst travesties in Hollywood right now, Pedro Pascal. But all of that aside, let me know in the comments below what you think about what Russell Crowe says in this video. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and we need more Russell Crowe in Hollywood than we got. So with that being said, let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.